Beautiful Sagittarians, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of June 22nd. Happy summer solstice and solar eclipse. It's being sandwiched by those two powerful lunar eclipses, and the effects of these last for 3 to 6 months, guys. So really embrace that transformation and transmutation that's taking place on many levels, guys. Do your best to be patient with this process, because it's not going to be something that's done overnight, but it probably will be felt very acutely. So be patient and loving with yourself and others if possible. Now, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so please be sure to check all three. And if this is your first time watching me, thank you. I hope it serves you. If it does, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it. Or share it with someone you feel is concerned. All right, Sagittarius, let's get started. Let me get to the energy of Sagittarius for the week of June 22nd. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa, this is good too. All the fire signs, it's been really great. I'm loving it. And then a theme for the week. I'm going to get a clarity card just right here really quickly. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, let's do this. 7 of Coins, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Hierophant in traditional tarot, the Devil in traditional tarot, 3 of Cups, the Strength card. The clarity card is the 4 of Wands. The theme of the week is the 2 of Swords. All right, Sagittarius. I know I keep track of all your everyone's kind of readings, where everyone's at, and this week you're kind of gung-ho here, Sagittarius. When you have the 7 of Coins, Knight of Coins, Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, you've invested a lot in your home. You've invested in your relationships. This could be marriages. This can be romantic relationships, a relationship with your children. When you have the Knight of Cups and Ace of Cups, this tends to be a little bit more romantic in nature. Now, if there are any Sagittarians out there like, I ain't seen anybody, that's fine. This is about your love life. The fire signs have a theme this week for sure. This is about the relationships you want to cultivate in your life, and you're trying to invest in them. So if you are a single Sagittarius, you're like, you know what? I'm going to put myself out there. When you have the Knight of Cups, you're going after. You're making the romantic gestures. You're showing them that you like them. You know, you're trying to spend time. And if there is somebody that you have in mind or that you're with, you really are going for it this week, Sagittarius. And when you start out with the 7 of Coins, it's because you put time and effort into it. Now, I know that sounds crappy, but that's not what I mean. Every relationship's going to have their ups and downs. When you're single for a while, you're processing all those things. But you put a lot of time, money, care into yourself, into the love that you want, into your home. And you're not going to give it up that easily. Now, you have the Hierophant, which traditionally is the card that represents the marriage, or represents the, I feel like saying the organization. It's not an organization, but not the sanctity, but the structure of marriage. Marriage is not very traditional things here. There might be some Sagittarians that are putting their all into their marriage right now, into their relationships, their long-term relationships. They want to, it looks to me a little bit like they want to salvage this a little. Now, don't take offense. You know, every relationship has their ups and downs. Anyone thinks that it's always a cakewalk. You've obviously never been in a long one. But this is also about you, Sagittarius, seeking out mentors, it could even be a therapist. Some Sagittarians might be like, I'm going to go to therapy to help me in my relationship, or even the relationship with myself, so that when I do get into a relationship, it's healthy and I'm not repeating patterns. Some Sagittarians might be going to couples counseling, or even just for themselves, when you're seeking out advice, mentorship, to really help you with this. Now you have the Devil and the 3 of Cups here, guys. So for some of your relationships, there might be a lot of focus, one or more party, on the material. You know, it could be money. It could also be just partying or drinking or having fun and not taking things seriously. And when you have the Devil card, I know people are like, ugh, but it's more about you feeling trapped. Things aren't moving forward, or things might not be healing or growing or maturing. Maturing because what you're valuing it's not substance, you know? Let's say you value money. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with money's energy. But if you put your status, your class, your car, how I look, what happens if, God forbid, you got sick? All that would mean nothing. You can't build that's not what you build relationships on, right? That's an idea. So some of these relationships might need to loosen up a little bit, spend more time together. When you have the Three of Cups, maybe go with your partner, go have some fun, some more bonding time here, and not feeling so negative. When you have the ego card here to the devil card, you're expecting the worst, very negative thinking. What if this doesn't happen? What if that doesn't pan out? Well, let me tell you, baby cakes, are always manifesting. If that's what you focus on, if that's your dominant focus, you're going to manifest it, not because it was ever meant to happen, but because the universe gives you what you focus on, period. You're being too focused on the material here. Now, there's nothing wrong with focusing on the material per se. We need money to eat and do those things, but it is unhealthy when we get our sense of self-worth from it. You know what I'm saying? Now, that could also be about the body. We have the Strength card. The Clarity card is the Four of Wands. I'm seeing here Sagittarius, and the Strength card for me as a reader is the Breakup card. Don't freak out. But I think a lot of Sagittarians are really putting in the energy to avoid that. When you have the Four of Wands, this is the card of home. It's also the card of getting married, but it's the card of home. So some Sagittarians are really putting it in there because they don't want their home to break up. They don't want to have to move out. They don't want to have to do a separation. It gets messy. Now, for those Sagittarians out there who are single, this is you really addressing aspects in yourself that are causing cycles of breakup. We all have it. Don't worry about it. But we might be too focused on how somebody looks, and we're not how much they are, how loving they are. We might be too focused on, status versus quality. Do you know what I'm saying here? But this is not a bad layout, guys, because this is really about you getting past aspects that are unhealthy. Now, I'm not saying you're unhealthy here. You're going for it. You're trying to be healthy. You're trying to be loving, showing the gestures. But let me tell you something, Sagittarius. You can't carry all the weight. Okay, so just want to throw it out there, just because with that Ego card and the Three of Cups here, if you have somebody that's just wants to party and have a good time and only cares about this, you can't change that, nor should you try. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, yes, always be better, always be healthier for your own sake, but sometimes you take things personal. Now, we have the Two of Swords. So I'm telling some Sagittarians, Two of Swords, when you're at an impasse, a stalemate, heads are bumping, you can't come to move forward, left, right. You guys are at an impasse here. So you might be trying and the other person might not be agreeing, can't move. You might want it, they might not, but they're like teetering. You're stuck. Or you guys both love each other, but you think this is right, they think this is right, stuck. Do you know what I'm saying? You're pretending there's not a problem here. And even if you're not pretending there's not a problem, someone here has to make a decision. I think someone might be unwilling to make that decision, and that person might be you. But what I see here, Sagittarius, is that while I think you're doing a great job, I honestly, in going for it, and even if you're single, putting yourself out there, just recognize that as you are, I'm not saying this to be cliche, but you're amazing, okay? And my friend always tells me, stop trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Every time I dated somebody, he was like, nope, round hole, square peg. I'm like, oh, but he was right. I'm trying to shove it. I'm trying to make this shoe fit. And I'm doing everything I possibly can, which it looks like you're doing everything you can, which is noble and honorable and self-loving. But make sure that you love yourself, to not sacrifice any aspects of that. Because whether it's this person or not, the right one's going to come along, right? And when we love ourselves and we throw it all out there, you're going to get someone who loves you back and throws it all back to you too. Sagittarius, this is a recipe for success in love, whether with this person or another. So, and if you're single, it's a recipe for success for the next one. I hope this serves you, Sagittarius. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a distance healing, a soul reading, my links are down below. Otherwise, guys, I will see you next week for next week's readings. Take care.